Folks, what's up? Welcome back. Week 4 of Don
and Jons Picks.
John, how do we do week 3? How are we doing heading into week 4?
Week 3, don't really want to talk about it, but I'll talk about it anyways. We're off to a rough start this season. Last week, week 3, coming out 1-6-1, little push there at the end of the week. Anchor pick, still ice cold, and sitting at 0-3 on the season. But you know what? I'm not gonna be down in the dumps. I'm not. I'm here. I'm energized. I'm feeling positive, and I'm ready to turn this train around because this train doesn't stop. So week 4, I'm excited for it. How are you feeling coming into this week?
Iffy. Like you, I kind of ran into a buzzsaw last week. 3-5-1, a push again. That push is kind of, leaves a bad taste in my mouth because, the trouble with this show, we shoot on Wednesdays. There's a lot of line movement, as you always see. It's something we're dealing with. The push was that over/under. I bet over 39, end up dropping down to 38. If I go by that number, that's a win. Mm-hmm. But I'm a man of honor. I'm going by what I picked on the show. So it's a push. That was for the Monday night game. But I'm going to lead into this on a positive note. Luscious are red hot. They're 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Let's carry that good momentum into this next week. Thursday night football. Oh man, there's a lot of Bills fans looking forward to this game, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Bills fans that have suddenly become Cincinnati fans, and it's not because of Andy Dalton in the 2008 or 2018 drought breaker. We got the Dolphins at the Bengals. Spreads -4 favoring the home team, the Bengals. Over under 47. John, kick us off.
Well, Donnie, we all saw what happened last week, and we're all of us hearing about the Miami Dolphins. Tua nonstop. This team is hot as much as we might hate it, and they're going into a Cincinnati team that, of course, in the Super Bowl last year, but otherwise Cincinnati coming off to a slow start this season. But somehow the Cincinnati Bengals still favored here at home. That definitely caught my eye. I think this Miami team is hot, and I think they're hot enough to get it done in Cincinnati this week. So I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins with the points, so give me Miami +4. As you mentioned, the over/under at 47 at the moment. And on that one, I think I'm going to go under here. I think defenses prevail a little bit here, but I think Miami's still getting it done. So I'm taking Miami, and I'm taking the under 47. We'll see what happens on Thursday night. Donnie, how you feeling? Are we together on this one? Are we in consensus or what?
John? We're totally split. But this is a good thing because last week when we were in consensus, things didn't go well. Mm-hmm. It didn't go well at all. As we can see by last week's record. No shade to the Dolphins. I'm not picking the Bengals just because I'm mad or I want revenge on the Dolphins. I thought, they deserved to win that game. They played pretty mistake-free football other than the butt punt, which, we'll always have that, Bills fans. We'll always have the butt punt. That makes us winners on the inside in my book. Dolphins played a cleaner game. They didn't make enough mistakes to lose. That's what it was. Bengals, talk shit against them. I think they're back on track though. They had the Jets. They had one of those games like against a team they can just beat up and get their wheels turning. Mm-hmm. I like it. I wish the number was more at 3, but I'll take 4. With the way Tua went down and the back issues and stuff, I don't even know if he's going to be starting for sure. I think the Dolphins being on the road, short rest is going to hurt them a little bit.
Yep.
And so yeah, I'm going with my boy Joe Burrow. Give me that -4, and I'm going over 47. I think the offenses show out. I expected the Buffalo Miami game to be a shootout, both teams scoring, upwards of 25 points. Didn't happen. I think we might get this time. So, on that note, it looks like we are at a complete DJ split. We're split, but maybe that's for the best. Maybe if we just split everyone, we'll end up 500 and just alternate,
Yes, well, it looks like one of us is bound to win, and we're going to find out who it is. So let us know in the comments who you're riding this week, Thursday nights.
Yeah, we appreciated some of you guys on Twitter saying Monday night who you were fading, who you were sticking with.
If you're fading me at the moment, I don't blame you, but just look out because I'm bound to turn it around at some point.
I had a miracle parlay hit. It was ridiculous. There was like 3 minutes left. I needed half a yard throwing from Cooper Rush. And inexplicably, they threw it on third down. I needed 6 more yards from Shepard. They complete one pass to Shepard for 11 yards. And then Jones immediately throws a pick. Because I couldn't have him, at that point, I couldn't have him pass for 6 more yards because I had his under. It was the only under I had. It was insane.
The stars were aligning.
Everything went right. So,
in my life.
Yes. So let's keep riding that energy, John.
All right.
Where are the Bills going to this week?
Well, Donnie, the Bills, we got another 1 o'clock Sunday matchup as we are on the road in Baltimore. Baltimore, another team, they're looking pretty hot. Another quarterback who is incredibly hot in Lamar Jackson here. The Bills still favored here on the road, -3, and the over-under currently set at 51. Donnie, do you think the Bills can turn it around this week after an ugly week last week? Do you think we turn around here against Lamar Jackson and his Baltimore Ravens?
I think the Bills do turn it around. I think the Bills win this game, but I'm fading them on the spread. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens on the spread. I think this is going to be a game decided by a field goal or less. I think Ravens are looking good. Bills are looking good, even though they had some missteps last Sunday. It's in Baltimore now. I'm also going with the over, which is 51. However, I am a little worried about it, and this is why I picked the spread too, is Hurricane Ian is raging. He's just destroying everything in his path right now. Apparently, he's supposed to sweep through Baltimore, around Sunday, maybe the day before, and some outer rings still hang out, maybe the day after.
Yep.
Either way, Sunday at 1 p.m. in Baltimore calls for heavy rain. So, am I being a fool picking this over? Maybe, but we have 2 mobile quarterbacks. I think they're going to be running all over the field. So give me Ravens +3. Bills still win, though, so don't get your panties in a bunch. And over 51. John, where are you sitting at with that?
Well, Donnie, I was just looking. Sunday at Baltimore at the moment, 60% chance of rain. So it looks like Saturday looks like more of the rainiest day, but certainly a good chance of showers while our Bills take the field there.
Yeah, we might have to hire an in-studio weatherman for moments like this.
For moments like this, especially, until hurricane season is over, there's lots going on. Some volatile weather around.
Yeah. NHL season just started, so who knows if hurricane season will ever end.
That's right. Thought hurricane season was over. But it is not yet. And the Bills might be playing in some remnants of a hurricane, but I think they get it done. I think they turn it around here, Donnie. The 3-point spread, not scaring me here. I think the Bills, they bounce back. They might even relish some rain after roasting in the sun, the hot southern Miami heat last week. They'll be like, yeah, give me some rain. They're going to be feeling good, energized. It'll be like, in that first episode of SpongeBob when he needed the water real bad and they finally get some water. And then they're thriving and they make good friends with Sandy Cheeks and they go on to make like 1 million seasons of SpongeBob. So here, in this case, talking about football, that's going to mean the Bills get a lot of points and they beat the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. So I'm going to take the Bills -3. The over-under, on the other hand, I'm going to go over. I think even with a little bit of rain, both these quarterbacks are hot enough to cover this over here. So I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the over. I don't know what we call this, but on the spread here, Donnie, we are in consensus. And on the over-under, we are split.
Maybe a half and half. We'll like hold up a thing a half and half from now on.
We got
I got some half and half in the fridge.
We'll be drinking half and half with our coffee 1 o'clock on Sunday.
We'll take shots of half and half and okay. Well, I can live with it. You know, that over I do like. You know, two secondaries that are just ravaged.
Yeah, the Bills defense, I mean, we might get Dane Jackson back, it looks like, but
the linebacker stepped up, but yeah, no, that's
still a rough
third
defense.
Third and 22 pass against Miami, I still wake up in a cold sweat, having nightmares about that.
I know. Wouldn't happen with Micah Hyde, but we're gonna have to figure it out. But that's our Bills matchup for the week. We now move on to the next primetime matchup, Sunday Night Football. That's right, we're at the primetime Sunday night as the Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers face off. This one was slated to be in Tampa Bay. Hurricane season again trending here, Donnie, as we don't know where this one will be played. It sounds like there's a possibility of a neutral site, which would be, I think, maybe Minnesota, which is definitely not Tampa Bay. So TBD on if it's actually a home game or not for Tom Brady and his Bucs. But the spread currently sitting at Kansas City favored -1 on the road, and the over-under at 45. Donnie, what do you think here? It's been a little bit rough start for Tom Brady. Not looking too good. They've gotten a couple wins, but the Chiefs surprisingly losing last week against the Colts. So some question marks going into this game, and who might come out on top?
Well, I hate to do this. Tom Brady and the Bucs, they've been good to me. I rolled them week 1 for a primetime pick. They were my Luscious lock for week 2 and came back and won it when they had really no business covering. Thank you, Jameis, for that pick 6 too. But I'm faded them, going with the Chiefs, -1. We pretty much got to pick them. I'll take the Chiefs on this. I think they need to bounce back after that Colts game that was just horrendous. Bucs D doesn't scare me like they used to. Bucs are getting Evans back, yes, but you know the Chiefs, they got to do something. They're kind of in the same state. I viewed the Bengals last week and the Bills this week. The bad loss got to come back. But much like the Bills and much like the Bengals, facing a tough team, but I think they got it. Especially at a neutral site. If it's not in Tampa Bay, it's not at home. I like the Chiefs. It's just, pretty much a Super Bowl all over again, but this time, Chiefs are going to take it. Like the over 45 though too. I think we got some offense headed our way. I think Brady will enjoy, throwing, 30 plus times, 40 times to try to match Pat Mahomes. So give me the Chiefs -1. Give me the over 45. And John, give me your pick on this.
My pick. Well, as you were talking, so as we speak, I'm pretty sure this hurricane is clobbering Tampa Bay at the moment. I feel like odds of this game being played in Tampa Bay.
There's that video of that guy
pretty
being
small.
like, if you don't leave, you'll die. Everyone you know will die, and your kids will be dead too.
That's right. Fox News painting a grim picture for our friends down in Tampa Bay. Yes, I am scared, and I live many miles away from there. But I think this game also will be many miles from there, which can only help the Kansas City Chiefs in this case, or hurt the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Even though the Chiefs burned me last week in the anchor pick, I don't know, maybe it's just bound to happen because the anchor pick is ice cold right now and I just did them dirty by picking them. Maybe it's my fault. But I think they're going to turn it around. This is not an anchor pick. This is just prime time. Kansas City Chiefs -1. I like that spread. Tampa Bay, I don't know. Tom Brady's just he's looking rough, and they've been struggling so far. So I think the Kansas City Chiefs get it done for me and for you, I guess, this week. So give me the Chiefs. Over under though, we might be split because I think there will be a lot of passing, but I don't know. Something about Tom Brady. They can't like Green Bay and Tampa last week. I forget what the final score was, but it was just like
14-12, I think.
And that was with the last minute.
16-14.
That was with the last minute touchdown from
2-point conversion.
Yes, and so it's just. I mean, yeah, that's it's two future Hall of Famers. Granted, they're both super old now, but
both don't have all the receivers. Yeah. Tough pickings.
So I think with all that said, I'm gonna go with the under here. So once again, we're drinking half and half. We got a split census going on here on Sunday night.
No.
So we will see how that goes. We're consensus on the spread. We are split on the over under, and we'll see which one of these star quarterbacks comes out on top. So that is Sunday night, and with that, we move to our final primetime game of the week. Monday Night Football, Donnie. We got the Rams and the Niners in San Francisco. The spread currently Niners -1, over under 42. I was a little surprised to see, I mean, I guess San Francisco's at home, but I figured this spread would be a little bigger with the Rams being, more the favorite, really. I don't know. What do you think, Donnie?
I was surprised, but I don't know. The Rams, they did, 2 weeks in a row, just kind of squeaked it out versus not great teams. Maybe they're thinking that the Rams aren't as good as we thought. I'm not buying it. I'm riding with the Sharps. I'm riding with the books. I'm riding with the underdog. I can't bring myself to bet on the 49ers again after that Monday night game. Oh my God, I can't do it. I won't do it, especially the way it seemed like Russell Wilson wanted to lose that game, and I wanted him to lose it. Also, shout out to that catastrophe of a video going around the internet. Some great memes. The Danger Witch, you seen that? He's like, you ever do something
You ever done anything dangerous?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
with Russell Wilson,
yes.
Yeah,
it's like the weirdest thing ever.
It gets creepier and
Be
creepier every
careful,
time you watch it.
Spicy. And I looked at the ingredients. There's nothing spicy on it except for banana peppers.
Yeah.
It's not spicy. Anyway. I can't bring myself to bet on them or the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo. Give me the Rams. I don't need the point. Just give me money line. It started off at 115, I think, when I checked BetUSnow.com. Shout out to our sponsors. Rams, money line, plus 105. Now, I'm completely flipped from last week. Last week, I had all unders except for the last game, the Monday night game. This week, all overs. Monday night, I'm going under. Under 42. I think Rams take care of business. 49ers don't. I do see a lot of running in this game, and anything that isn't a run is going to be a Cooper Kupp, rather. Wide receiver screen or quick slant. So Rams money line under 42. John, how you feeling?
Well, Donnie, as I mentioned, I am surprised to see that the Rams are with the plus in this spread here. I know they've struggled, but Jimmy Garoppolo looking rough right now. So even with San Francisco being at home, I like the Rams. So give me the Rams plus 1. And with this over-under, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game for sure. So give me the under 42. Rams under. Win consensus.
Yeah, end in the week. The only one.
And in the prime time here of the only one of the week, we are in a consensus pick.
That's
All right.
great. That's great. I love it.
It feels good to be in consensus. Just, one for the week. I think that's a healthy amount of consensus.
Now, you know what, John? The last couple weeks, Luscious has gone first because I've been hot. But the anchor pick needs some love. We need to set it right on track. So take us there. The only thing is, you got to watch out because there's a lot of icebergs in these waters. We're in the Arctic right now. It's freezing cold up here. There's ice all over the dock. everywhere. Take us there. Watch out. Don't make us a Titanic. We got to stay afloat.
No, you are absolutely right, Donnie. And icebergs have been all over the place through 3 weeks, and every week we've hit one and we've sunk, thus leading to our rough current standing of 0-3. But we're heading south now, Donnie, where warmer waters lie ahead of us. And you know what that means? It means we're not going to hit any icebergs, and we're just going to win some money here as the Arizona Cardinals visit the Carolina Panthers. Cardinals +1. That's who I'm taking here as my anchor pick of the week. I think Kyler Murray and his boys roll into Carolina, and they get it done this week. So give me the Cardinals, and I can't wait to see y'all next week as we will be sitting at a much better 1-3 record as we turn this thing around for your anchor pick of the week.
All right, John, I was actually going to pick that as my Luscious lock.
Well then.
I think I got to come up with something different. It's a great matchup. You got 2 former Sooners, 2 former Heisman winners, both from Oklahoma.
That's right.
I think Kyler is much better.
He's looking good right now.
Yeah.
He's looking good indeed. Well, it's a good thing you let me go first because
I think
that's the one.
I think based on some of the plays I've been seeing him make, he's put down the COD and he started playing a little more Madden. So, and just run around in the backfield. But
he is indeed. He is indeed. Well, quite the contrary from icebergs and sinking, Donnie. Your Luscious locks have been white hot so far this season, and everybody's been anxiously awaiting your pick here for Week 4.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have for us this week?
What I have, I like the board so much. There's so many good stuff on there, so I don't even mind that I'm not going with the Cardinals. I'm riding hard with you, though. So it's a Luscious lock signed off pick, which might be what we need. I'm taking you. Maybe we can ride your boat up there, not hit any icebergs as well. Way up north. Across the pond. Yeah, we're leaving America. We're going right across the pond. Chip, chip, cheerio.
Wow.
Have some tea, have some crumpets while we're there. We're going to London for the morning game, 9:30. That's right. We got Vikings taking on the Saints, neutral site, trying to get some more fans of football over there, American football. That's what they say. Oh, these bloody American football. It's not like our football. Hey?
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 That's what they say. That's what they all say when they walk in the stadium.
Well, anyway.
They say, I came for the football game, not the football game.
I ran the numbers behind this pick, and I don't know how this pick doesn't lose. Kirk Cousins. Terrible in prime time.
This
right?
we know, yes.
When the whole country's watching, he flops. He can't do anything right. He's awful. 9:30 a.m. in London. He couldn't be further away from American prime time. He's on the other side of the world. He's playing when no one's even awake. Everyone's going to be still passed out, sleeping, if they were up all night partying, whatever.
Yep.
Like maybe there'll be some bettors up like myself. A lot of them, are looking at the 1 o'clock slate. No one's looking at this game. I don't even remember the line. What was it? -3, I think, Vikings?
Yes.
-3 Vikings taking on the Saints. I'm fading the Saints again. Jameis pick 6 saw me through before. I think it'll see us through again. Kirk Cousins, Jefferson, they put up big numbers when no one's watching. No pressure game. Give me the Vikings. Up north, Northern Europe, it only feels right?
I think so.
They're as far as possible from New Orleans as ever, and that's where the Vikings are from, Northern Europe. They're right at home.
That's right.
They're right at home.
Pretty darn close to Scandinavia.
Yeah. So there's your Luscious lock of the week. Vikings -3. I feel great about it. And that wraps up our show. Week 4, Don and Jons Picks, sponsored by BetUS. All lines, all odds from BetUS. Make sure you click on our referral code in the comments in our description if you're watching this on YouTube, and you sign up, deposit money, bet with us, tell us who you're riding with, if you're riding the anchor pick, the Luscious lock, what you're doing for the primetime games, and that's a wrap, baby. As always, it's Don.
And Jons Picks.
Let's stay hot, folks. Gamble responsibly, and this train never stops.